What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What is up? Hopefully, this signal. What's up, Visha? Outside. One. So, to tear things up. I also have to put a. Okay. Are we good? Can you guys let me know if we are good? We should be good right here. We absolutely should be good. Give me a 1 if we're good. Give me a 1 if we're good. Happy Wednesday to you guys. I don't know why I've been wanting to say Thursday. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know why I've been wanting to say Thursday, y'all, because today feels like a Thursday. It literally feels like this week has just flown by. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that same way, feeling like the week has just literally been flying by. As you guys can see, I'm outside because the weather has been so pleasant. It has been truly enjoyable. Not too hot. The perfect weather. I will say, excuse me, we have not gotten as much rain as like they said we were supposed to get. I don't even know if it rained last night, so let me not tell that field. But it's just really been, it's been pleasant, and I've been soaking it all up. Listen, taking it all in, because this has been the hottest summer so far. I don't know if you guys can attest to that where you guys live, but for me, summer has been the hottest that it's been. Like, the heat index has easily been like 113 every single day, and so it's much needed relief. And even then, I think that there's a prophet and put too much on us, than we can bear. For many people, the summer heat has been honestly and truly something that's been so unbearable. But God is such a faithful God that he really and truly does, bring us the relief that we need when we need it. I'm gonna say it again. God is such a good God that even in some of the most, hey Kanema, even in some of the most troubling of times that we're in, he never allows what we go through. I'm gonna just flow right here. He never allows what we go through to literally take us out to the point of no return. Hey, Natasha, I'm going to say that again. God is such a good God, the same way that he's giving Mississippi, and I believe he's giving many people relief from just the summer heat, right? Because sometimes life can have us feeling like we are just like we are in the middle of some heat, right? Sometimes it makes us feel middle of just is something that is just literally about to just take us on up out of there. And I think for many people, the old season that many of us have shifted out of, the season that many of us are coming out of, present tense, like it's been that type of season where the heat was hot, the kitchen was hot. How many people can say that about the past season, the old season, the season right before this season of life that we're in? The stove was hot, the kitchen was burning up. It was unbearable with some of the things that many of us had to go through, many of us had to endure. It was truly, for me, I can speak for myself, one of the roughest times. Honestly, if I can be real, this past season, it trumped, hey, Miss Allen, it trumped my wilderness season. That if I thought the wilderness was bad, the last season was a little bit rougher than the season, just simply because of everything that I had to go through. Middle of having to endure, dealing with unforeseen circumstances. Who am I talking to? It was just one of those seasons where it's just like, Lord, it literally feels like I ain't gonna make it out of this thing. It feels like if one more thing happened, I'm gonna be pushed over the edge. I think, some of y'all may say, Apostle, I feel like I'm there right now, where it literally just feels like, Lord, if anything else happens, I'm gonna be pushed over the edge. But there's something very different about this season. And I was telling Visha this. I said, in the past, right? God would say, I'm bringing you into a new season. But when we look at the fruit of what he's, many people can say that you've been at a point where you felt like, God, this don't feel like a new season. It feels like I just went to another level in hell, of hell. I'm gonna just be real. It feels like I went to another level of having to go through and endure different storms, trials, and tribulations for many people. And this is why some people in the body of Christ get so bitter with God, because you like, well, God, you said new season. You said, it was my time. And instead of me seeing my expectations being met of what I think a new season is, of what I feel a breakthrough season is, of what I have seen the exact complete opposite. It don't look like what you said, God. And because it don't look like what you said, and it's been that way time and time again, not looking like what I feel you meant when you said new season, many of us be like, God, I don't even want to hear it no more, because the last time, who am I talking to? The last time you said it was a new season, I went through something that added on to what I was already going through. The last time you said it was, told me that it was my moment, it just felt, come on, instead of me seeing the breakthrough that I wanted, instead of me seeing the miracle that I very much so needed, instead of me getting to the next level and things taking off, listen, it seems like I have went backwards. All right, maybe I ain't, but even now, this was not even the word, but we gonna flow. But I was telling Visha, like, that was me in the old season. I'm like, all right, now, God, you said 2022, 222 was going to be a great year, and it ain't been looking so great. This first half of the year was rough. It about took me up out of there, both mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It almost sent me up out of here. I almost gave up. But I was telling her, I said, and it's such a freshness that it's actually producing something different, where for many people, you can look at this season, this last half of what we've entered into so far of 222, the year 222. You can look at it and you can say, something's different about this. I don't know what it is, but it is a good kind of different. And so yesterday was one of those days where, honestly, in this season, God has been giving. Don't see me broadcasting 15 million times a day, it's because the last season almost took me out. I was depleted, beyond depleted. And so this season, it's just been different with just the amount of rest, the amount of peace. And so I was sitting out on my patio and I was telling the Lord, I said, Lord, I am really at peace. Anybody else been feeling that way? I said, God, I'm just, and this ties into the word. I said, I'm just at peace. I said, yeah, I know I still got things that I need to get done. I know I still got some bills that's overdue. I know I got some of these bill collectors calling my phone, God. But right now, as for me and where I am, I said, Lord, I am at a place where I am okay. For once, I just feel like I got some peace. For once, I just feel a sense of contentment. And so this morning when I woke up, I woke up this morning, I went on my walk super early before the sun came out. And, the Lord began to deal with me about making the most of every single day, and how making the most of every single day does, because life is perfect. We make the most of it because we understand that God is good. It's a blessing for us to wake up, and we make the most of the day simply because God is already in the mix of handling it. He's already in the mix of making whatever ways need to be made. He's already in the mix of overturning whatever needs to be overturned. He's already in the mix of bringing whatever provision you need, whatever favor you need, whatever door you need to be open. And so my question to you this morning is, how content are you? Woo, what a flow. How content are you? Yeah. I need somebody to type that question in. Make it personal. How content am I? How content am I? And honestly, even, this week in itself has brought just an extremely different level of contentment. I've just been in the mindset of, God, I'm making the most of what I have. I ain't gonna complain about nothing. I'm gonna use what I have, even down to like things as small as like, okay, God, I don't have diet food, but I can make some healthy meals at home until I get to the point where I can actually go and get some food. What I will do is focus more on using what I have, focus more on the things that I do have versus the things that I don't have. And let me just say this, in the old season, contentment was hard to find. Whew, Jesus, I feel God. How many people can say that in the last season, it was hard to be content? And it was hard to be content because for some of us, we were so busy dealing with so many things happening all at the same time, so many different storms. For many of us, we were literally in the eye of the storm. Now, the eye of the storm, if you research this, the eye of any storm is the strongest part of that storm. It does the most damage. The eye of a storm, the eye of a tornado is the most dangerous place. It's a place where causes, come on, the most damage. For many of us, we felt like we were in the eye of the storm. Whatever could be attacked was literally under fire. And so even in moments of quick relief, because we did get some type of relief, even in those moments of quick release, we easily got pulled right back into the eye of the storm. So for many people, contentment was something that, even though you wanted to be content, because let's be real, when you're so busy fighting, it don't matter what happened, whether it's a small attack, whether it's a big attack, your emotions are already at an all-time high, even if you don't want them to be. And so guess what your response is to everything that happens is? Your response to what the enemy does is always an emotional one, sometimes an unconscious one. Sometimes you're emotional and you come on and you will still get emotional about what the enemy does. But the Lord told me this morning, he said, I want you to tell my children to make the most, not just of this day, but of every single day. Tell them to make this a good day. And I believe that this is a right now word for some of y'all. Yes, I still have needs. Some of y'all have things that you need to see God do. But one thing that I do know what God is saying is we are way more blessed, and he is taking care of way more things than the things that we're concerned about, the things that we were stressing about in the old season. We're way more blessed. He's come through on way more things than the things that we're waiting to see him do. And so as you go throughout this day, you remember that fact that you are way more blessed. You may say, Apostle, I need some gas. But come on, but the thing to focus in is, God, at least I got a car that I can say I need to put gas in. Hello, somebody. I pray that I'm making sense. I pray that I'm making sense. I pray that I'm making sense. How content are you? I need this, I need that. Today, I want to challenge you to do the same thing that I've been doing, focusing more on the things that you do have. Because when it's all said and done, we are all living in the manifestation of something that at one point we were absolutely praying about. All of us, we're all living in the manifestation of something that at one point we were waiting to see God do. At one point, that thing that we're now blessed with, at one point the devil was fighting that thing. So that lets us know that it's only a matter of time before the things that we're currently waiting for, the things that we're currently concerned about, are things that we are living in. And so that's the broadcast this morning. That was what God wanted me to get out. To the person that needs to hear this, what he wants me to tell you is that relief is coming. For some people, relief is here, but the relief is coming in the way, in the manner that God needs it to come. It's also going to come in his own time frame. Your relief is coming, whatever that means to you. This is the season that relief is coming, and it's relief to such a degree that is going to be bringing many people into a place of answered prayer. And so that is it, y'all. If you can receive this word, can you just simply tell God, thank you? If you can receive it, can you literally just tell him, thank you? That's the word. Be content today. Focus more on the things that you do have. Focus on making the most of what you do have. Focus on that. Joy on today. There's just a joy on today. I'm going to say that again. This day just has a joy that is all over it. And so that is it, y'all. That is it. To those of you guys that feel led to sow, you can sow one or two ways. You can sow via PayPal, or you can sow via the Cash App. To those of y'all that need prayer, that have testimonies to share, that email address is also in the description of every single video. Listen, I love you. It's Be Content. That is the seed title. For before I get off of here, and I don't have a specific number. God didn't give me a specific number, and so you sow whatever you feel led. You may sow $1, you may sow $2. God may lead you to sow 20. He may lead you to sow 100, but you let God lead you. If we are good and no one needs to be sown for, can you guys just literally give me a 1? Can you guys literally just give me a 1 on the screen? But that is this morning's word. That is the morning manna for today, and what a exciting word it is. What a great word. It truly is. And so I love y'all. Thank you so much, Miss Allen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so that is it, y'all. And so till next time, y'all. Peace.